Welcome back to the IPL Season 1. I am DJ Wheat, and I am so happy to be the caster here to bring you this third game because the last two games were pretty crazy. VTSpades, I would say in game number 1, decisively sort of picking apart KatZ and ultimately forcing him out with the GG. KatZ going with some wild unit compositions against what I would say a composition that gives a lot of people trouble, which is just basically a very Marine Marauder heavy with Siege Tank composition using planetaries and, really just locking things down. Well, KatZ found out a way to break through. Go watch games number 1 and 2 to get caught up because this is the rubber match. We've got our blue Terran VTSpades spawning in the northeast position on Shakuras Plateau. He is going up against ROOTCatZ, our unorthodox Zerg player here in the IPL Season 1. If you've ever watched ROOTCatz's stream, perhaps you've seen some of his crazy games. This guy does some weird stuff, and he introduces a lot of things that people originally didn't know you could even do, or people have theory crafted before, and he has tested it out to see if he could make it work. And so this is an interesting little build here, as we did have the supply depot up front, the refinery go up, and the barracks with no wall off here. But he'll eventually put that up there. Just, I guess, a different way to do it. Different order, if you will. So right now, KatZ putting down his hatchery. You can see there is not a pool up quite yet. And this is the rubber match. So this match will determine who moves on to the third round or the best of 4 for the IPL Season 1. We've had some great matches already, guys. I hope you've been tuning into all of those with the other great casters, Total Biscuit, and of course HD and Pain User also doing some broadcasting. And it's really been a lot of fun casting the IPL. And I'm excited to see how this is going to end up here. Both very good players. Don't forget that VTSpades did take out In Control to get here. KatZ is going to go ahead and move in and steal a gas. The Marine's going to say that is not okay with me. We do see that supply depot going up. And, okay. So, I almost wonder, you put your supply depot here, you get to scout, and then you build your barracks here with these 2 spots open. So, hypothetically, if the Terran wanted to go with, okay, I'm going to go quick concussive shells and go for early aggressive, they put down the tech lab, and it becomes a part of the wall. Or they say, oh, based off of how they're building, I'm going to go heavy racks, and boom, they put down a reactor, and then, something like that. It gives more option, I guess, here for the Terran player. So I'm going to be curious to see what he will wall that off with. Of course, it is a 1 racks expand anyway, which is something that he's done in a past game, so I'm not surprised to see it out of him. Firstlings are out. Of course, they do not have speed yet. Speed is being researched and is on the way. You can see that KatZ collected exactly 100 gas. No, I take that back. Exactly 112 gas, and then use that first 100 to bring out the Zergling speed. Starting to get more drones as he's really droning up hard here, getting that going so he can have a nice economy. Lings are going to move out, try to take control here of the Zelnaga towers. Very important here. And no, we're going to have a supply depot with 2 more racks. No, 2 more racks, 2 factories coming in here. So Spade's going to go something with a little bit different than what he showed us in the last game. Zergling, it moves up, and actually Marine doesn't even fire. Did not see much of anything. As we just go back here, check our vision. He knows there's a racks, a couple supply depots, and that is it. So we've got a reactor and a tech lab. We're probably going to have some blue flame action going out here. We're going to get a scan, get a spine crawler here at the front. KatZ would likely get another spine crawler here just in case, because honestly this is a pretty easy choke for Hellions to make it through. So let's see what we've got going on over here. First Hellion is out. Blue Flame Researcher, or as it is called in-game, Infernal Pre-Igniter, but Blue Flame is the popular terminology. Of course, the Blue Flames do an enormous amount of damage versus light units, so he will go after these babies right here. Taking out as many of these guys, just trying to cripple the heck out of his opponent. So lair tech is on its way. Trying to see if there's any hidden tech around here. Don't see anything around the Zerg base. Just basically Zerglings. Speed. A Baneling Nest just went down, of course. Where did it? Okay, Baneling Nest and an Evo. No, 2 Evo chambers. And where the heck is the Baneling Nest? There it is. Baneling Nest going down as well. Baneling Nest also creating a choke back there. And we do have Lings coming out. Where are those Hellions? Uh-oh. Oh. Did I see a dropship move out? No. No, where are those Hellions? Oh, they were over here. They were hiding behind the factories. Now, we are going to have 2 more barracks going down, and he is not going to go. I thought I was mistaken for what I thought might be a drop. Now, that Zergling did see those Hellions. Will we see another Spinecrawler go down? No, we won't. We'll see Evolution Chamber, Evolution Chamber, Evolution Chamber. Unbelievable. This is a proper response by the Zerg player. These things cost so much, and he can still move this Spinecrawler. Spinecrawler is going to do an enormous amount of damage, and that completely, guys, negates. Now, the Queen will go down. That's a rough loss. It's a rough go. But did we do any other damage? No. So look at here. We've got all of these Hellions out. We got tanks now coming out of here. So we got more Hellions on the way. Starport going up because he's probably going to want to end up dropping these Hellions into the main base because KatZ has basically said, yo, Terran, you like to turtle? Here's a taste of your own medicine. And Spades now is left with Hellions that would literally take 3 years to knock this down. Now, hold on. Spinecrawler moving up. Spinecrawler taking its place. Beautiful. So even if these Hellions do move up here, try to avoid the Spinecrawler, just check out what's going on. Spinecrawler is going to do damage. Zergs, I hope you got your notebooks out right now. Spades, he's gone back to the drawing board. Coach has taken him into the locker room, been like, guys, we've got a bunch of evolution chambers at the front. And I believe you can break through those. But we got to figure out the right game plan to do that. And that is exactly what Spades is trying to figure out right now. So we take a look inside his base. Okay, Siege Tank seems to be a good idea. As you can see, he's moved the starport to the reactor, the factory over, and started a tech lab on that so he can double up his tank production. That will be a good game plan. He can sneak these Hellions all around the map because even though the Zerg has put themselves here inside this area, it's going to be hard for the Zerg to expand with these Hellion threats still on the map. Oh my god, there's an Infestor! Infestor again! Oh, yes. Now, those things can still fire. They're going to get more fungal growth on there. Of course, fungal growth is a root, as well as it does AoE damage for whatever it hits on top of. See, it's doing damage to all those, and those units cannot move. An enormous amount of damage done with the second fungal growth going down. And that was a great way to get rid of that. Now we're going to have an additional push coming forward here. We got 3 tanks. Do we have siege technology? Yes, we do. He's going to move forward with some missile turrets as well. Now, right now, KatZ, who probably should have had a third already, is it's just going up right now. And he's chosen to go over here where essentially the rocks could be broken down. Or if you look at the vision of what Spades has here, he's got this tower. So he can move tanks up here. Uh-oh, but here come the Infestors and the Lynx first. Fungal growth going down, and those Lynx will easily take out those blue flames, and they are not so tough when they are taking that AoE damage, and of course the quick damage from the Lynx as well. We have another hatchery going down, so this I do like coming out for KatZ. He's going to double expand off of that. Do we have another command center in the works? We do. That'll get floated over here to this one. Maybe this one. I mean, this one would actually make a little bit more sense because, again, the rocks can be taken down here. So let's take a look at the Army tab right now. It's 108 for our Terran VTSpades, 114 supply for ROOTCatZ, and our unit counting station shows 28 Lings, 7 Mutas out on the map now, And we're going to want to keep a close eye on those. Of course, those mutas, you like staring at these rocks? No. Okay, let's go check out what those mutas can do a really good amount of damage, of course, to these outlying areas over here. There are no missile turrets back here at all. Now, I just did see an armory going down over here, so possibly we could have Thors. And where are those mutas? Oh, here are the mutas. And actually, it looks like they might have taken out a dropship that I missed back here. Mutas can move forward. One is down. He had 7, so he did not lose a muta as far as I know. And we'll just keep a close eye. Now, you can see these Marines are basically harassing this back end. But we're going to have a spine crawler going up here. He'll probably just go ahead and move that over. And I think he wanted to harass with these mutas. And I'm surprised that we are not seeing missile turrets right here. Do we have Thors on the way? We do not have Thors. The armory is not quite yet done. Muta's going to move in yet again, but Mutas could be doing a stupid amount. Now the missile turrets are going up, and that is just going to be tough. You can see the income here for the Terran player is lower than the Zerg, as we do have 4th and now the 5th base going up for ROOTCatZ. So right now is a time where Spades cannot fall behind. He's trying to harass a few of these here. Got Infestors moving over, seeing if they can do any damage. Do we have Thors on the way? Let's take a look at the production tab. Still no Thors. Actually, I don't even think that Spades can afford Thors right now. And that just means that those Marines are going to, those mutas are going to be incredibly effective, even if there are only 7 doing damage to the siege tanks. See, if he would have moved with those mutas a little bit earlier, now this is going to be rough. This is going to be rough. These mutas who got so lucky that they landed right outside. Finally, they are seen. And oh, 2 mutas going to go down. Not very good. Right now, basically just use it as distraction, as the Greater Spire goes up. More Corruptors are coming out. You can see this base not quite mined out, as he's been taking a lot of drones from there. Not quite saturated there. We do have a lot of drones up here, as he'll be getting more gas. Several drones right here, and then several drones right over here. So those are spread out. You see it's 65 SCVs to 82 drones right now, and just more units coming out here. So what's going to be the big difference between Game 3, what we're seeing right now, and what we saw in Game number 2? We do have a lot of Infestors. They do have full. We've got this macro hatch right out here in the middle just to get units out to the field very, very quickly. I like that. We are eventually going to have Broodlords coming in. And also note the positioning of the units here, giving Cats the ability to really fight from 3 different angles as well. And there are a lot of Broods coming into play. So again, let's overview what could happen here. Broods move in, but they're very slow. These Marines can move forward and kill the Broodlings, but the Infestors will try to keep those units in place so they cannot retreat and they cannot get within firing range of the Broodlords. You keep a couple Corruptors out just in case Vikings come, and then you have a bunch of Lings to do some just good old DPS to a lot of the other units out here. The big deal is, of course, the Lings will try to get into range of the siege tanks, forcing them to fire upon the Lings and themselves. And here we do have a lot of Broodlords here. This is the big difference. In Game 2, Cats did not push with that much. And what did he see in that scan? Let's check it out. He did see quite a few units, but does he know that it is literally about to knock on his doorstep? There are a couple of Vikings out, 3 in fact. And oh my God, all the tanks unsieged. Oh my God, all the tanks are unsieged right now. If he moves forward, this is going to be absolutely so bad, as he's going to see that those tanks are not sieged, and the Infestors will just be able to move forward and fungal growth everything. The tanks are going to try to use their raw DPS. There's absolutely, oh my God, almost everything is going to get fungled here in this army, and you will see how quickly it is going to be taken out. There's still some Infestors with full energy, still have a lot of units. There was a great split there by VTSpades, I won't lie. And there are just a lot of siege tanks, but not enough to take care of the Broodlords. More Infestors moving out. And all that's left is siege tanks. Oh my goodness, he is going to force through. Look at the Lynx just about ready to pour into his opponent's base. Cats doing an amazing job here. There's still 1 Viking left. Queens are going to move forward. Zergling's taking out all the SCVs, and the line has been broken and busted. The last stand of these siege tanks are going to happen right here. Oh my gosh. In between the two bases as these Broodlords just beat away at this planetary fortress. Going to try to save it, but no, it goes down. Lings are going to move their way in again. They're going to go immediately after these siege tanks. Fungal goes down on him well, and those siege tanks are out of here. Wow, what a break. And suddenly, look at the supply, 72 to 131. As ROOTCatZ, oh, nice save on the Broodlord as he healed that one up. We've got more Vikings making their way out. We're going to need a good fungal on those Vikings. There's a good fungal on number one. Going to have to use Infested Terrans on the other ones. But no, it's not going to happen. He is going to lose these Broodlords. But I've got to ask, how can Spades possibly come back? You look, he's only bringing in 560 opposed to 1680 in terms of minerals. 19 harvesters. 19 SCVs left. How in the heck did that even happen? You can see nothing is being produced by the Terran right now. Everything is being produced. 14 Ultralisks are on the way for Cats. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. 14 Ultralisks. They're coming. All of a sudden, Spades is just going to start hearing this. And then 14 Ultralisks are going to be coming in, and here they come. They're going to start to pour out. If you know what? I'll be surprised if the moment. Well, he just scanned. He saw all these Ultralisks. I don't know. I have no idea what Spades thinks he can do here. Right now, I think that CatZ has this in the bag. 2 siege tanks, a few Marines versus 14 Ultralisks. It's coming, dude. There it is. GG, well played. And ROOTCatZ takes game number 3 to win it 2-1 over VTSpades. Unbelievable 2 games from ROOTCatZ. He definitely deserves to go on, and I can't wait to see who his opponent will be in the round of 4 for IPL Season 1. I'm DJ Wheat. Congratulations to ROOTCatZ. Spades does move down to the losers bracket where he will face another member who is fighting to stay alive and stay in the IPL. Guys, we will see you next time for another IPL Season 1 matchup. I'm DJ Wheat. Peace.